Eddy Cue gave a interview to the Hollywood Reporter. You know, at first I thought, oh, this is great. Let's see what Eddie says. But it really was, it wasn't what I'd call a hard-hitting interview. It was basically Eddie making his pitch to Hollywood, right? Remember, he's talking to Hollywood for why Apple is going to be the next big creator. They did ask him about Planet of the Apps. They also asked him about Dr. Dre's reputed TV show, and he denied knowledge of it. He said, I think Dre's filming something. Given Eddie's job, I think he probably knows more than that.
The bit about the skinny bundle, what was interesting, though.
Yeah. So
he didn't want to. I mean, basically, he was saying that Apple wasn't a big fan of the skinny bundle, where you get to pick and choose what you want. He was claiming that people are mostly just frustrated by how hard it is to deal with the fat bundles.
Yeah. So when I read that, I thought, oh yeah, he knows who he's talking to, and he's reassuring them, don't worry, we're not going to do it to you what we did to the music industry, because of course, what was Apple's big change the music industry? The 99-cent single, the elimination, in effect, of the album format, the skinny bundle of music. Yeah. And he says, so I think whether it's true or not, I think it's a message, right? Don't worry, we're not going to disintermediate. He says, if Time Warner or DirecTV wants to offer a bundle themselves, they should do it through Apple TV and iPad and iPhone. In other words, we'll just be the middleman, whatever you
take
want.
Our 30%. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't understand the pitch that they would make to cable companies or even individual cable channels that would not make them just another player among many. Anything that would give Apple a distinct advantage over anything else.
Apple's ambition is not to be a better Roku, I don't think. I would hope. Right?
That'd be a tall order for them to actually do.
They may not even be able to do it. Okay. Well.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that I'm getting on my latest generation Apple TV that I can't get on other boxes, including the Roku. And it's not because of Apple's not doing their job or the technology's fallen behind, but because a company like Sling, what's in it for them to create an app or create a service that works on Apple TV but does not work on competing services? And I think that part of Apple's whole business plan is let's make stuff that is an exclusive Apple experience and not necessarily lock people into the platform, but essentially give them the advantages of one overseer overseeing the hardware, the operating systems, and the app platform all at once. So this is not me saying that this doesn't make sense, merely that I don't immediately understand what they could say to HBO or another company saying that this is why you should give us an advantage that you're not going to give to other people.
But what would we like Apple to do? I mean, where's the real opportunity, if you ask me, and we've been begging Apple to do this all along, they're starting to move in that way in music, is to disintermediate artists and creators and to become a direct conduit, just as they are for you, Daniel, of your apps to Apple customers, to be a distributor of music and television and movies direct to the audience.
Right. Can you imagine if Mars at Acorn, we had to go through Warner Brothers or something to get, and we take that for granted now. And maybe it is starting with stuff like Planet of the Apps. Maybe that's the first step towards that.
The way you start, of course, is by going down to Hollywood and saying, "Don't worry, we're not going to do that."
Well, exactly, and it's funny when you were talking about Eddy Cue's comments. It's like what usually precedes Apple doing something big?
He's taking the Steve Jobs role.
Right.
Denial.
Nobody wants that.
Absolutely nobody.
Skinny
wants
bundle, no.
Well, also you could also, if pursuing that line, you could also say that the Planet of the Apps is sort of like the Motorola rocker of Apple content business, saying that we don't intend for this to be a success in any way, shape, or form. We just want to kick a rock down the aisle, see where it bounces, so that when we kick our own rock, it makes it to the bottom safely.
Like on the note of the Planet of the Apps, I've also heard a lot of things, I'm sure you all have as well, about Apple sort of like semi-secretly or completely secretly funding some of these music videos that have come out in
Taylor Swift's and who was that guy? I don't even remember his name, but some rapper, right?
Drake. I think there was one of the Drake. I think there was a rumor that Hotline Bling was.
Hotline Bling, right?
Right. Is that Drake? I don't know. I'm not really up on this stuff. But,
I'm not either, but the kids tell me.
But you know, if that's music, obviously, that's different, sort of inherently different, I think, from fully produced television programs and such. But I guess if you've got a team that knows how to make television shows and Apple offers you a bunch of money, why wouldn't you consider that, right? But,
Eddy says, this is, again, remember who he's talking to. We are only going into the content business with projects we think are really tied to our products. Right now, that's Apple Music. The rest of it is about giving talent a platform that allows them to be creative in new ways. If I was an agent, I would be very, very excited about what Apple is doing because it lets the people that I represent be able to do more. So if an agent came to you with a show packaged with a big star, would you take it? Oh, no, probably not right now. We're not in the business of trying to create TV shows. If we see it being complementary to the things we're doing at Apple Music, or if we see it being something that's innovative on our platform, we may help them and guide them and make suggestions. But we're not trying to compete with Netflix or Comcast. Heaven forfend. I'm sorry, that was a dramatization.
I thought you had Eddy on the show.
He does not sound like that. I'm sorry.
An audible your own audiobook of the interview.
I had the Eddy Cue story, yeah.
But it does like indicate that they have, at least they're starting to learn the culture of entertainment, saying that no, we just if there's a way that we can enhance your product, we have a few notes. They're just notes. Just notes.
Take them or leave them.
In a way, it's more telling that they deny it. It is really that thing of, oh, we wouldn't do that, is almost saying, yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah, right.
We're thinking about it, right?
Or at least what purpose, or at least the Eddy Cue and Apple has some purpose for making that statement. And that's, I don't think they do a lot of things by random or, by accident, I should say.
And it's no accident that Eddy Cue is spending, what does he say? He goes to Hollywood 5 times a month or something? I mean, which is a strange number. I'm trying to figure out. Does that mean twice in 1 week and then once a week the other weeks?
Well, what's the basketball schedule?
Oh, he's going. You know what? That's right. He's a big Warriors fan, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We saw him during the playoffs down there on the floor.
Repeatedly. The cover of everything.
Repeatedly.
But it's... You look at it, well, Amazon's tried to do something like this with Amazon Studios, but how many?
Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, well, Netflix is different. They were an entertainment portal to begin with. It was a really natural thing for them to do, and also weren't they kind of like the first ones to come up with this idea of, well, what if we were to offer not quite as much money as CBS, maybe not even quite as much money as HBO, but we will give you a good amount of money and make us. We're asking for 8 episodes, and then just we will expect it be delivered by FedEx on flash drive on this date, and that's the last time you'll see with us. The last time you'll see anything written from us is our name on a check. It would be interesting if they could do something along the lines of Louis C.K. when he did his last series, he did it direct to his fans, like through his email list, and if they created a system as a result, a lot of people didn't know anything about this new series. I can't even remember the name of it. I've just heard people writing and talking about it. If they could do something like that, where Louis will take 30%, but we will distribute it. We will let it be promoted with social media. We will occasionally put it in an editor's picks. You don't have to worry about distribution. You don't have to pay for anything other than just creating it and then just giving us mastered files, and that'll do it. It's interesting. Like I said, most of when I talk about this, I just don't understand how this could work. But that's usually how innovation happens, when you create something that is so new that no one could have seen it. But as soon as you show it in front of them, they say, "Oh, this seemed inevitable," like the iPhone.
Yeah. Apple always likes to do the inevitable. It's never inevitable till Apple does it.